personally, I kind of want to find some people who are interested in just like doing like, you know, Gymkhana. You know, I kind of want to like make a Gymkhana group here in London. You know, for me personally, I think it's just like super cool when you see like the Gymkhana guys or like despite that the particular iteration is very uncool, you know, I gotta hand it to the motorcycle cops, who are just incredibly skilled riders. You know, I don't like the cops, but I really respect their riding skills, and honestly, you know, that's the kind of thing that really tickles my fancy. And in my opinion, when I see stuff like that, you know, that's my cool factor. I'm like, you know, cool for me is like, you know, wow, that person's extremely skilled. You know, whether they're like a musician, you know, who's extremely skilled, or you know, a person who can handle their motorcycle that way, that's super cool to me. And those are kind of my role models, and not these you know, 18-year-old kids who have an R6 who want to go really fast on the twisties. I mean, okay, so twisties, you know, sure, like the MotoGP guys, absolutely, that's also really cool. You know, super skilled, and often, you know, pretty humble guys, you know, because they understand the pecking order, you know, and even if they're at the top of the pecking order, they know that they weren't always the top of the pecking order. But I feel like out in the streets, you know, it's basically just average people on these bikes who maybe, and often male, right? They're usually male, who honestly are just, and young, in my opinion, they're kind of just peacocking, right? Not necessarily, and the funny thing is that it's males peacocking with other males generally, which I find interesting. I mean, you would think that if they want to peacock, and I guess maybe that's why a lot of them have made YouTube channels too, because you can reach a super wide audience with your peacocking by distributing your video over the internet, and potentially find a suitor that way, right? But to me, that's what it seems like to me that's what a lot of them are really doing, and I don't know. I'm obviously, you know, none of those categories, so for me, that doesn't appeal to me, honestly. You know, if I want to feel like, probably the biggest rush that I've had is skydiving. The problem is that it goes away really fast, right? You only free fall for a short period of time. So, well, actually, no, I should say the most fun accelerations I've done are probably skydiving. They're both air, actually. Aerobatics is like the coolest freaking thing. You know, you just take a motorcycle type of agility and you put fucking wings on it. To me, nothing else. Once I experienced that, nothing else compares to it. It's just it all pales in comparison. I don't care how fast you're going on a drag strip. If you have a, you know, fucking 8-second car, there's nothing like a nosedive. You know, it's like going off the biggest roller coaster you've ever ridden, but amplified. It's the most amazing experience, and honestly, that's probably the next thing that I want to train for with my flying, is to actually do aerobatics training. In Canada, there's only a couple types of aircraft that you're actually allowed to do aerobatics in. Like my plane, I can't do aerobatics in. But like a Pitt Special and a couple others are actually, you know, certified for the type of loading on the wings to handle aerobatic maneuvers. So really, I think that's what I want to do. To me, that was the most thrilling experience I've ever had. And you know, doing stall exercises in a non-aerobatic plane is also pretty fun, and it's good training too, because you get to practice what happens if you do stall. You know, when your wing stalls, you gotta point that nose down to recover airspeed. So to me, you know, that's where it's at.